So Netflix drops a two-part documentary style video to build up the upcoming fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence "Bud" Crawford. Find out my thoughts in this video. What's good, fight fans? Your Majesty speaking. Before we get into this video, do me a favor and subscribe, hit the like button, and also tap the bell icon so that you can be notified when I drop future videos. Now, let's get right into it. The first episode was actually really interesting, and I love me being the type of person that like transitions and editing and stuff like that. I love how initially when it was HBO they did good, but when it was Showtime they had some of the best transitions when, you know, doing those all access videos. And Netflix didn't drop the ball, man. They actually made it more like documentary style, where you can actually sit down, like almost like Last Dance, the Last Dance style, where you can sit down and actually enjoy it almost like a documentary. So I definitely thought that was good. My first takeaway from the both videos actually was looking at Canelo, man. And I know this could just be a thought process of mine, because I've seen it happen before and it not be the outcome. But looking at that first video or that first episode, Canelo Alvarez is almost giving me like, it's almost like he in silk pajamas, and maybe I should say it more so as his training parts where they showed him, it almost kind of remind me of Rocky 3 where you know, he was dancing to the music and he had people all over the place and he kind of wasn't paying attention to the training, and almost like a loss of focus. I wouldn't go that far to say that as far as Canelo is concerned, but the vibe that it gave me was almost like that Rocky 3. Like, you would see him more so with his kids, you would see him on the four-wheeler, you would see him doing a lot of stuff. And I know that does not mean that he ain't training, but it just gave me that vibe. Now, I know Floyd Mayweather would also have these all accesses where he would more so want to show you the life. He would more so want to sell you on his persona more so than show you what he was doing behind the scenes. And I know Canelo Alvarez has taken a lot from Floyd Mayweather over the years, and maybe that's something that he took from him. I'm gonna show you what I want to show you, and not give you too much but give you enough, or make you think I'm not training like I should be, but behind the scenes I'm putting in that work. But I'm just saying, to me it gave off that Rocky 3 type training. When I watch Bud Crawford's portion of these episodes, Bud Crawford gave me that rugged, that Clubber Lang, that, you know, we in the grit. I'm in here with a bunch of dudes, we in camp, and we getting this work in. And not to change the subject, but I did see a picture of Terence Crawford, and the way his body looks is exactly what his training sessions look like on that show. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you go check it out on Netflix. It's called Countdown, Canelo versus Crawford. But that was just one takeaway that I had from it. The other thing that I took away from the Canelo versus Crawford Countdown episodes were Canelo, kind of to piggyback on that, what I was just saying is Canelo almost has like that mentality where it's like, you should respect me, right? And part of me liked the fact that Terence Crawford pushed up on him in that face off, for the simple fact, as a boxing fan, I want to see the dog. I want to see that dog. And Canelo has this attitude like, don't disrespect me because you know who I am. And it just kind of showed in that first episode where it's like he really didn't like pushing back or the stuff that Crawford was doing, because and to his credit, I kind of agree, where Crawford said he didn't need to talk trash, to get his point across, so he didn't need to disrespect the fighter, to, you know, be who he gonna be, no regardless of what anybody says. And him pushing up on Canelo kind of totally went against it, in a sense of you not being a man of your word. But I think Crawford is that type of fighter where he needs almost like a Michael Jordan, or, you know, those guys that gotta find something within themselves, or they gotta make an issue or make themselves feel like the world is against them in order to, you know, to get up to that standard or where they need to be when it come to being that dog. And I think Crawford needed something. Now, however, I do think that Canelo, that turned the switch on in Canelo as well, because it showed him that no matter how big I get, no matter how good I think I am, no matter how much money I make, it's always going to be this young, hungry dude that's on the rise that's trying to take my spot. And now I think that gave Canelo what he needed to for that dog to come out of him. And so I think that this fight is going to be a tale of who can be the biggest dog and who can be the smartest dog. One of the things that I saw on that video was Turkey at Crawford's training at the UFC facility or something they were doing, and he was kind of pretty much, it almost seemed like he on Crawford's side, and I'm pretty sure that's something that we all may know, being as though that he was the one to, you know, get this fight situated. But I think Canelo has so much to lose in this fight. And it's just a thought. It was just a thought of mine when I seen that part of the video pop up. Canelo almost don't really have nothing to win in this fight. If he win, I mean, other than retaining his titles, or maybe shit. Other than that, I can't really see anything else that he got to win. I think Crawford is the one with everything to gain in this fight, and maybe that too is putting Canelo in a space where, okay, y'all think you want him to beat me? I know you want him to beat me, Turkey.
Be able to do it by the come fight
and
night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
Look, it's
All
gonna
right.
be very difficult.
But I pretty much say that to say that Canelo is in a space where he got nothing to win and everything to lose. If he loses, he lost to a smaller fighter. If he loses, he wasn't as good as everybody thought he was. They already look at him kind of like a duck. I think he ducked Benavidez, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. But I just think Canelo got that dog in him to the point where we gonna see something different from Canelo. One of his statements that he made was, you F with Canelo, you're gonna see something different. And so the last time he said that was Charlo, and he looked good to me in the Charlo fight.
He's gonna feel it. He's gonna feel it. It's hard to say and explain. It's something different, and he's gonna realize in Saturday night it's something different. He never used to be with a fighter like me.
Before that, I want to say it was Caleb Plant, and he looked good in the Caleb Plant fight as well. So hopefully that trend continues with Canelo, and we get two dogs on this night. Now, I'm going to come back with a part 2 to kind of discuss what I seen in the second episode, because to me the second episode was better. I got a lot of little trinkets from that second episode, even down to what I think their game plan is going to be when it comes to beating Canelo. So make sure y'all check out the next video, because I'm going to do a part 2. It's probably going to be up around the same time. I'm going to probably drop these at the same time. But make sure y'all pay attention to part 2, because I think they might have released how they plan on getting Canelo out of there. And that's all I'm going to say. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And once again, this is my first video, so I'm going to be giving y'all detailed footage and thought process on how I think Bud can win, how I think Canelo can win, who I actually think is going to win, why I think they're going to win. And I'm not just going to tell you, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Now, of course, anything can happen in the sport of boxing, but based on the things that I see from each fighter, I'm going to tell you who I believe is going to win. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. See you in the next one.